Hi guys! So this is going to be the second video of my Florida, USA trip haul. This is basically going to be everything I bought from the Florida Mall and Walmart when I went on my trip to Disneyworld, Florida. If you want to see the haul of all the souvenirs I bought from Disneyworld, I will link that video below. But this is going to be a video of all the additional things I picked up on my shopping trips in Florida. The majority of this video will be makeup, so if you're not interested in that, then you probably want to click off. So anyway, I'm just going to get straight into everything I bought. I think I'm going to start off with makeup because that's the majority of the haul video. So first of all, I picked up a few things from Walmart. So the first thing I picked up was a Real Techniques brush, and obviously we get these in the UK, but they're significantly cheaper in the US, I find. This was just under $10. I'm not sure if we have this and I just haven't seen it, but this is a sculpting brush which I haven't seen before. So I picked up that. Next I picked up a CoverGirl mascara. I've never tried CoverGirl. Obviously it's in the US but it's not in the UK, so I thought I'd just pick up a mascara. I didn't know which one to pick up because they had about 50 different mascaras. So I just picked up this one, which is the Supersizer. This was $5.94. I picked up a couple of things from Milani because that's another brand that we don't get in the UK. I bought a couple of matte lipsticks. So this first one is in Darling, which is like a nudie pink, more pink than nude, but that's cute. And then I picked up Beauty, which is like a brown nude. These are obviously typical colours I pick up, and these were $4.97 each. I then picked up a couple of lip liners by Milani, and the first one is in Spice and the next one is in Bordeaux, and these were $3.47. I did a little bit of research prior to my trip to the US to see what kind of products people recommended by certain brands, and a lot of people really raved about Milani blushes, so I picked one of these up, and this is in Tea Rose, so it's a really pink blush. I'm not sure how pigmented it's going to be, but I may do swatches of some of these products and feature them in my blog or on Instagram, things like that. You'll probably be seeing a couple of these products again in future videos. And that blush was $6.97. Then I picked up an illuminating face powder. You can see it in there. It's got a really lovely rose kind of embossing, and this is in Hermosa Rose, if that's how you pronounce it. And apparently this is a highlighter, bronzer and blush, so I'm not sure whether there's a few different colours in there. I'm not sure whether you'd have to specifically pick out each colour. Not sure how that works, but I'll give that a try. And I think that one was $7.47. I think the packaging of Milani looks really nice. It feels a little bit cheap in all honesty, but it looks nice, and that's what I'm drawn to with makeup products, which is really bad, but that's what I like. Next I've got a few things from Wet n Wild, and I was really gutted that I couldn't find Wet n Wild in CVS when I went on my shopping trip on the last day, because I only picked up a couple of things from Wet n Wild that I'd heard a few things about, but I would have liked to buy more on my second shopping trip, but I didn't see Wet n Wild stocked in CVS. So I've only got a couple of things from them. The first things I picked up were obviously some eyeshadow palettes, because that is one of the main kind of things people rave about with Wet n Wild, I find. So I just picked up these trios, and these are just very nude trios. The first one is in Sweet as Candy, and then the second one is Walking on Eggshells. So again, they're both kind of really neutral, really wearable, and I might give one of these to my sister for her to try out, because I did say I wanted to bring her back a couple of American makeup products. But these were $2.93 each, so really cheap, and apparently they are really good. So I was really gutted that I couldn't find more Wet n Wild. Then the other products I bought from Wet n Wild were a couple of lipsticks, because again I'd heard a lot of good things about Wet n Wild lipsticks. These are both matte lipsticks, and the first one is in Think Pink, which is like a baby pink colour, and the second one is in Rosebud. I haven't opened this one, but it's like a rosy nude colour. And these were only, I believe, $1.93 each, which is so cheap. And these are the 8-hour wear, I believe. And I actually decided to give one of these a try. This one was Think Pink, and I decided to see how it would last throughout the day, and I was really surprised at how pigmented it was and how long it lasted, considering it was like just under $2. So that's another reason why I was so gutted I didn't pick up more, because I would have loved to pick up a few more shades. So that was what I got from Wet n Wild. Then lastly, from Walmart, I picked up a couple of things by Physicians Formula. I'd heard of this brand before. I'd not heard whether it was any good or whether it was crap. I really don't know how these products are going to work, but I noticed all the packaging of these products are so adorable. But I just had to pick these up because look how cute that packaging is. It's just adorable. It's like pink and shiny and it has bows on. It's just so cute. So this is the first thing I picked up, which was a liquid foundation, and you get a little brush with it as well. And to be honest, I was pretty impressed by the price of this as well. This was $13.23. And then I picked up a concealer, which again has like the pink bow on it and the really cute packaging. And this concealer was $11.63. I also ended up buying lots of sweets from Walmart, a big bag of sweets, which I'm not going to go through because I plan on doing a video where I try out some of this candy for the first time. So I don't want to go through everything I've bought because you'll see that in the video. But at some point I will be doing a trying American candy video with either my boyfriend or my sister, I'm not sure. But basically I got a crap load of sweets. Next I will go through the things I got from CVS. First things I picked up were again from Physicians Formula because I saw another couple of products that I wanted to pick up. The first thing is actually for my sister. It's just like a little kit with a few eyeliners in. Well, it's got an eyeliner pencil, a felt tip eyeliner and a kohl eyeliner in it with a cute little bag with it. And that was $13.99, which I think is pretty good for the 3 products you get in it. Then I picked up a mascara. This is called the Eye Booster Instant Doll Lash Extension Kit, and it's got 2 products with it. It's got like a mascara and then like an extension product that you put over the top. It's got the instructions on the back. I'm going to give this a try. I might actually review this either on my blog or on my channel, just because I've never used like a 2-part like mascara kit before with like the extensions and then the initial mascara. So I just thought it'd be something interesting to try. So this was $16.29. Then I picked up another thing from Milani, which is an eyeshadow. This is apparently a gel powder eyeshadow. It looks like a baked eyeshadow, but apparently it's gel powder. I don't know how that's gonna work, unless it's a bit like the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. It might be like that. This is in Bella Champagne and it's a shimmer eyeshadow. So it's a nice pinky champagne colour, and this was $4.19. Then I picked up an EOS balm because I've never used one of these before, never tried EOS. So I thought I'd pick one up, but I picked one up in pomegranate raspberry because I'm not really a lip balm wearer. So for me to want to try this, I wanted it to be interesting. Like I wanted it to taste and smell nice. I didn't want to pick up the regular one because I just don't think I'd wear it. So I'm going to try that out and see what all the rave is about EOS. And this was only $4.19. Then I picked up a liquid eyeliner by Revlon. I'm not sure if these are in the UK, but I wanted a new liquid eyeliner because I've recently started using them, and this was $9.29. Then I bought a few lip products by Maybelline. The first thing I bought, I've never seen this before, I'm not sure if we have it in the UK. It's a Vivid Matte Liquid, that's what it's called, Vivid Matte Liquid. And this is just obviously going to be a matte liquid product. I really enjoy trying out products like this because obviously I only really wear matte lipsticks, and I am quite a fan of these like lip gloss style matte lipsticks because I find they're pretty easy to use and the colour payoff is generally really good with these products. So I thought I'd try one by Maybelline, and this is in number 10 Nude Flush. So obviously it's definitely my colour, and that was $8.49. Then the last products I got from CVS were Maybelline's matte lipsticks. I've got one of these already in Divine Wine, which is like a burgundy red, which I wore a lot at Christmas, and I absolutely love it. And because I loved it so much, I obviously wanted to pick up some more shades, but I haven't managed to find any other shades in Maybelline's matte range, which is really weird. I don't know if I'm just not going to the right stores, but I can't manage to find any other colours other than the shade I've already got in the matte products. But in CVS, they had loads of shades. So I picked up 3, but they do say on the back that they are new. So maybe they are starting to bring in more shades. Maybe they just haven't brought them into the UK yet. So I got 3, and the first one I got in Nude Nuisance. So it's like a brown nude. Then I got one in Touch of Spice, which is more of a darker, like red tone nude. Then I picked up Lush for Blush, which is this like mauve pink colour. I'm actually wearing it now. I've had it on for quite a while, so it might have come off a little bit. But I absolutely love the formula of these lipsticks, so I definitely had to pick up a few more shades. These were only $8.29 each, which to me is really good for the quality of these products. I also popped into Sephora when I went to the Florida Mall. I was really excited to go to a Sephora because I'd never been in one before, and I expected to buy more than one thing from Sephora. I only bought one thing. There's only one thing in this bag. But the sales assistants, oh, that's all I'm gonna say. The sales assistants. I really didn't like them at all. And the person that ended up serving me when I went to Sephora for the one product I managed to pick up was just so rude. So I only managed to pick up one thing, and I refused to go back in and buy anything else because I just couldn't bear the experience. So the one thing I did buy was a highlighter, and it was by Sephora. I was in need of a highlighter and I wasn't sure what brand to get from Sephora. So I thought, you know what, my first time in Sephora, I'm just gonna buy something Sephora branded. So I just picked up this, which is a really pretty highlight. It's really, really sparkly. You probably can't see it on camera, but this was only about $15, and this is in Stardust. So I just picked that up, and again, I would have liked to go back in and actually try out a few other things by Sephora and a few other higher end makeup products, but the sales assistants were just unbearable. The last makeup products I picked up were from MAC, from the airport, from duty free. But basically, I've never tried a MAC foundation before. So I picked up 2 foundations because I was interested in trying a couple of different things. The first foundation I got was the Studio Fix Fluid. I'll get it out of the box so you know which one it was. I really should have bought a pump dispenser for this as well, which I might actually get online because again, it's a glass bottle and I can't stand the glass bottles. But this was $27. But I picked this up in NW13, which is pretty much a perfect match for my face, which was really good. But she mentioned that obviously when I tan, I'll need a darker shade, but she didn't have an NW14. So she gave me a little sample pot of NW15 and said that I could mix the two when I tan and get a little bit darker in the summer, which I thought was really nice of her, rather than me buying 2 foundations. So I've got those. And then I picked up a Pro Longwear foundation, which is supposed to be waterproof, which is going to be interesting to try out. This is what it looks like. But this was $33, and this is supposed to last like 24 hours, which is going to be really interesting to try it out. And I actually got this in NW20. Then I picked up a foundation brush by MAC, and this was actually the brush she used on me for both foundations. And I decided to pick this up because I was really impressed with the finish that the foundation had on my face, and I thought if I use the brushes I have at home, it might affect the finish and might not look so good. So I basically decided to buy the brush she used so I could get that same effect at home. This is the flat top brush number 196, and this was $35. So that's everything I bought from MAC. Then I went to Bath & Body Works because obviously I really wanted to go there because I've never been to a Bath & Body Works because we don't have it in the UK. So I decided to go in there and pick up a couple of things. I really wanted to try out a candle, but because I was limited to space in my case and the weight and everything like that, I thought it probably wouldn't be best to try a candle. So I went for the smallest things in the store, which I knew I was going to try anyway, which are the antibacterial hand gels. I was going to pick up 3 of these because there was 3 particular ones I wanted to try, but then I found out it was 5 for $6. So I've got them all here, and I've got 2 of the pink chiffon, I've got Hawaiian pink hibiscus, champagne sparkle, and I'm so fancy raspberry sparkle. And as you might not have already noticed, they're all pink, but they all smell nice as well, so that's fine. But then I had to pick up this super adorable little keychain with a little starfish on, it's glittery, that you actually pop on to your hand gel, and then it makes it a keyring. How cute is that? Obviously, to you guys that live in the US, this is nothing new, but because I'd never been to a Bath & Body Works, and we don't have things like this in the UK really, not that I've seen, I just had to pick them up because I just thought that was so cute. And this little keychain was $3.50. Then I went to Pandora. Although I'd already bought a couple of Pandora things from Disneyworld, I decided to pick up a couple of things from Pandora in the Florida Mall. So the first thing I picked up was this little sparkly clip. This is what it looks like. It's just like a spacer clip to kind of separate the rest of my charms, because I'm getting quite a few charms on this bracelet now and they're all kind of gathering together. So I thought I'd get a spacer clip, and it's really sparkly, but that was only $45 I believe. And then I picked up a safety chain, which is this one here, this little safety chain here, these little flowers on. I think this is one of the cheapest safety chains they do, but I didn't want to spend loads because it was just to go on my little leather bracelet to basically be a safety chain, and this was only $40, which is actually pretty good. So that was everything I got from Pandora. Then me and Ben went shopping for a few trainers because I needed some new running shoes. Ben wants to get into running, so he wanted some running shoes, and then he wanted like a normal pair for himself. So we went on a big hunt round for loads of different trainers. So I've got a pair of Nikes here. We ended up just buying 3 pairs of Nikes because they work out a little bit cheaper in the US. So these are the trainers that I picked up. These are the Nike Air Zoom Fly 2, and these are running trainers. These were from Dick's. Is that what it's called? I hope it's called Dick's. Yes, the name of the shop is Dick's. Dick's Sporting Goods. And basically they had tons and tons of different trainers for loads of different sports, and I just wanted a pair of really minimal dark trainers so they don't get too visibly dirty, and these are the ones I picked up. These were $90, so with tax $7.95, so I think that's pretty good. These should last me quite a while, and I was in desperate need of a new pair anyway. Then the last thing I bought from America is the thing that's sitting behind me, which is my handbag from Michael Kors. I decided to go and have a look at the Michael Kors in the Florida Mall, and I wasn't expecting to come out with anything, but then I got talking to the sales advisor there, and she was lovely, but she basically told me that there was an offer in store for the weekend that if you spent over $250 you got 25% off. Obviously at the time I just thought, not going to be getting anything. I decided to have a look anyway, and I did notice a particular handbag which caught my eye, which was this one, and I just thought it was lovely, so I picked it up and I started looking at it and I fell in love instantly. And basically the sales assistant told me that this was a newer sort of line for Michael Kors, so it had a special like limited time discount sort of thing, so obviously that got my attention. Basically this was supposed to be $350, but then because of the line it was reduced to $264, and then obviously because of that 25% off it ended up coming to about $200 including tax. So when you convert that into pounds, that's just over £150, so I was well impressed with that. But it's basically a large satchel, and it's got a long strap, which is really good because I always use longer straps for for my handbags. I don't really use the handles very often. It's got a little lock and key, and you can actually lock the zipper so no one can like nick your stuff. And the thing I really loved about this bag was the fact that it had so many different compartments. It's got this compartment here, and then like a little zipper there. You can put your phone in, and then it's got another section here, which has got another 2 compartments in. And then when you undo the zip, it's got the main compartment here, which is actually really spacey, considering it's not a huge bag, but I can fit a lot of stuff in this. And because of the colour, I can wear it with literally everything. So, dead impressed with that. So that is everything I picked up from the US. I definitely need to go back because I absolutely loved my time in America. If you want to watch any other videos related to my USA trip, then definitely make sure you subscribed and stick around, because I will be putting up a few videos of my trip to Disney World, like vlog movie style videos of the trip. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.